The art of public speaking is crucial, whether you're a college student giving a presentation to others or you're going through the interview process with a potential employer.
As guests came in, they were able to enjoy buttery popcorn, good food, a tight game, and as they left, they were able to take home souvenirs.
In the spirit of Valentine's Day, students are able to decorate cards for their loved ones or for their friends.
The conference was held over the weekend, honoring the legacy of the late Congressman John Robert Lewis. There were keynote speakers such as Michelle Summers and Rodney Bullard that spoke with guests about leadership.
So to be able to not only come to Troy, but to know that this is his birthplace and this is his legacy, and then to see that this city, this nation still honors him and is still very excited about getting in good trouble and doing those things, not just for blacks, but for society as a whole.
On the second day of the conference, attendees had their sessions. The adult sessions were held in the Trojan Center Theater, while the students had their sessions in John Robert Lewis Hall.
He talked about how music can create change, not only create change, also creates a communication, a conversation amongst people.
In the student session, guest speaker Henry Everett gave students some advice to help develop those leadership skills.
A lot of people tell you, want to be in a leadership position, but sometimes you got to be a great follower. In order to be a great follower, it's a great worker also. So I just say always just chop wood and carry. No matter where it goes, just do it.
One student expressed how she feels about being able to attend this year's conference.
I've seen the effects of the work that leaders such as Dr. King has pursued in my local hometown. So being able to move to Troy and see leaders such as Congressman John Robert Lewis and the impact he's made here, I hope that this conference leaves them feeling inspired and ready to tackle new challenges.
Freshman Forum and Trojan Pantry have partnered up to host a necessity drive.
The Necessity Drive is a donation drive that we're holding for Freshman Forum. Our delegates have worked really hard for this event, and we're taking in personal hygiene items such as toothbrushes, toothpaste, shampoo, conditioner, body wash, things of that nature to donate to the student body through Trojan Pantry.
The idea of a necessity drive was born from a need for more personal hygiene items.
We wanted to think of something that maybe had not been thought of before. A lot of people do coat drives, food drives, things of that nature. And Trojan Pantry has a lot of food items, but they really talked about needing hygiene items as well, things people might not really think about. So we kind of wanted to focus on something that might not necessarily been done before, and but the students truly need.
Freshman Forum Chair of Community Service Liz Smith says doing community service will help the student body.
I think community service is essential to any community, especially college communities. A lot of kids, it's their first time living away from their parents. It's their first time living on their own. So I think it's really important to take that into consideration when we're doing community service. The pantry is a big resource for a lot of students, so we just want to support them as much as possible.
Smith encourages students to put themselves in someone else's shoes when considering whether to donate.
Think of a fellow Trojan in need, someone who might not necessarily say that they have a problem, but they might just need something kind of discreetly. And so just think about your fellow Trojans and help that classmate out that might need something.
James Shirley first started working at Walmart in September of 2006.
Well, actually, I started off as overnight stocker and then decided to come on to day shift to cart pushing.
Shirley is responsible for keeping the grounds of Walmart litter-free, making sure grocery carts are stocked, and helping customers load their groceries.
Pick up garbage, mainly just get carts in, help customers load stuff, help customers bring stuff in when they're bringing stuff, merchandise back into the store.
It's no secret that Shirley loves working at Walmart, but it's not just the job he cares so much about, it's the people he meets along the way.
Working with the public, working with people, that's something I always enjoy.
When Shirley is not working, you can find him at home.
Spend time with my family.
And supporting the Troy Trojans.
I am a big Trojan. In fact, this is a great day to be a Troy Trojan.
Comma Camp is a week-long program where young art lovers 8 to 13 years of age learn how to create their very own comic book.
It starts off with basically kids learning how to come up with characters and then how to draw using shapes and things like that. So how to take something complex like the human body and take it down to a couple squares, ovals, and things like that. And then from there they learn how to thumbnail their story, how to do a finished page, and then at the end of this year we're actually doing a comic book convention where they actually get to do a little mock-up and dress up as the characters and act like they're at an actual Comic-Con.
This year, Coma Camp is under new leadership. This is Brandon Rice's first year leading the camp by himself. He says he finds the opportunity to shape young minds through comic creating pretty cool.
It's like I've been working on getting my own comic book started, so it's cool to sit down and teach other people what you already know, because it makes you realize you know a lot more than you thought, and not only that, you can see the parts where you struggle more and learn how to get over that by actually talking somebody else through the process.
Emily Gooden, a Coma Camp student, says her inspiration for art and design comes from her art teacher.
My art teacher at my school, she taught us so many things to do about art. You can do anything, even if you mess up.
Kids aren't the only ones getting to express themselves. Student workers and volunteers also get to dabble in design. Camille Coney, Troy, Trojan Vision News.